A blue bowl full, rinsed and cold, red skin shining, summer gold. You take one by a slender stem, the coldest, darkest one of them. It snaps and floods your mouth with sweet, the perfect kind of summer treat. One more cherry, then one more, that's what a bowl of them is for. You count to 10, then count again, the counting never seems to end. Collect on a folded towel, a little pile growing now. Stems like commas on the wood. You'd stop right now if you only could. One more cherry, then one more, that's what a bowl of them is for. You count to 10, then count again, the counting never seems to end. Last few roll around the blue, you line them up, just a few, and save the fattest one for last, the best rule summer ever passed. One more cherry, then one more, that's what a bowl of them is for. You count to 10, then count again, the counting never seems to end. One more cherry, then one more, next week you'll buy a few pounds more. A notebook open on my knee, the pen just moving lazy and free. I meant to write some grand deep thought, instead I drew a sailing boat, then gave the boat a striped up sail, and then a whale, and then his tail. Little doodles, nothing more, spiral stars and open door. No one's grading this today, the pen can have its lazy way. A row of clouds, a crooked sun, a flower for the margin done. My handwriting shows up nowhere, and honestly I do not care. Little doodles, nothing more, spiral stars and open door. No one's grading this today, the pen can have its lazy way. Someday I'll find this page again and wonder what was happening then. The answer's nothing, and that's the charm. An afternoon that meant no harm. Little doodles, nothing more, spiral stars and open door. No one's grading this today, the pen can have its lazy way. Little doodles, nothing more, that's what afternoons are for. Above the roofline, big and white, the clouds are making decent time. One shaped like a sleeping bear, at least until the wind gets there. Then it's a ship, and then a shoe. The sky can't seem to choose a view. The clouds are off to somewhere else. No maps, no bags, no time to tell. They pass the window, big and calm and easy, wandering caravan. They never hurry, never stall. They barely seem to move at all. Traded places now and then. The clouds are off to somewhere else. No maps, no bags, no time to tell. They pass the window, big and calm and easy, wandering caravan. Gone astray. The window keeps its patch of sky and lets the travelers roll by. The clouds are off to somewhere else. No maps, no bags, no time to tell. They pass the window, big and calm and easy, wandering caravan. The clouds are off to somewhere else. The room stays here and keeps itself.
I run a finger down the spines, looking for an old friend of mine. There it is, the cover bent from all the summers that we spent. The spine is cracked at chapter 3, right where the story grabs at me. I don't need chapter 1 today. I open somewhere the way. Into the chair, same lines but something new is there. The hero's older now like me. Funny what a third read lets you see. I know how this one ends, and that's just why we're still friends. No surprises, turn when I get back, but afternoons like this one call for the book I know best of all. I know how this one ends, and that's just why we're still friends. No surprises, no alarms, and no story with open arms. I know how this one ends, and still I read it to the end. dryer buzzes down the hall. The one small chore I don't mind at all. I scoop the towels out in a heap, soft as anything you could keep. I hold one up to my face. It smells like sun in some clean place. I fold it once and once again. Corners meeting like old friends. Towels fresh out of the dryer, stacked up higher and higher. Each one folded edge to edge, a soft brick wall above the ledge. I carry the stack down the hall. The top one nearly starts to fall. I catch it with my chin and laugh. Small victories on my behalf. Towels fresh out of the dryer, stacked up higher and higher. Each one folded edge to edge, a soft brick wall above the ledge. Folding isn't much of an art, but it settles something in my heart. Towels fresh out of the dryer, stacked up higher and higher. Each one folded edge to edge, a soft brick wall above the ledge. Towels fresh out of the dryer, little comforts never tire.
A beam of sun leans through the pane and makes the ordinary strange. Inside the beam, the dust appears, 1,000 specks like tiny spheres. They rise and sink and swirl around without a hurry, without a sound. They were always floating there. The sun just made the whole room aware. Little stars inside the room, turning in the afternoon. They ride the wind, too small to feel, a galaxy that's barely real. A hand waves through, they scatter wide, then settle back to their own ride. The beam moves on as minutes pass, the spotlight sliding off the glass. Little stars inside the room, turning in the afternoon. They ride the wind, too small to feel, a galaxy that's barely real. Most days nobody sees this show. It plays whether or not you know. But once you've seen the way they turn, the beam's a thing you don't unlearn. Little stars inside the room, turning in the afternoon. They ride the wind, too small to feel, a galaxy that's barely real. Winter snows inside the room as long as the beam is in the room.
And I do do do. And I do do do. The wind shifts somewhere past 3 and carries something new to me. A cooler thread inside the flow, the afternoon starting to let go. The shadows stretch a lazy inch.
The curtains settle down a bit. My glass is empty, just the ice rattling its last advice. The air turns cooler by 4. The sun's not pressing anymore. I had this hour to myself and put my hurry on the shelf. A little more me than at noon, and evenings welcome anytime soon. Soon there'll be dinner things to do. A pan and onion, something new. But there's a minute left in this one I'm not prepared to miss. The air turns cooler by 4. The sun's not pressing anymore. I had this hour to myself and put my hurry on the shelf. A little more me than at noon, and evenings welcome anytime soon. Slow hours don't come back around. You have to keep them while they're found. The air turns cooler by 4. The sun's not pressing anymore. I had this hour to myself and put my hurry on the shelf. A little more me than at noon, and evenings welcome anytime soon. The air turns cooler by 4, and I feel like myself once more. There's a tune stuck somewhere in me. It came in with the wind, maybe. I hummed the chorus, miss a note, mixing some words I never wrote. I don't know where I heard it first. My version's likely not the worst. Humming a song I half remember, wrong in places, right in feel. Nobody's here to check the lyrics, so every note I sing is real. I hum it while I rinse a glass. The small notes wander, soft and low. I had to turn the original lag. Improvement no one has to know. Humming a song I half remember, wrong in places, right in feel. Nobody's here to check the lyrics, so every note I sing is real. Maybe tonight I'll find its name. Type what I've got into the search. Or maybe I'll just let it stay. A song that's only mine today. Humming a song I half remember, wrong in places, right in feel. Nobody's here to check the lyrics, so every note I sing is real. Humming a song I half remember. The half I have is plenty tender.
You stand up from the wooden chair. and send both arms into the air. Fingers lace, you push up tall, your shoulders let go of it all. A crackle here, a loosen knot. The morning's weight officially forgot. Up on your toes, one beat, two. Then down and the day feels new. Reach up, let it all unwind. Leave the tight stuff far behind. Roll the shoulders, drop them low. Let the last of the hurry go. You fold down easy toward your toes. Hang there while the wind still flows. And rise back up, one bone at a time. Standing straight feels newly fine. Reach up, let it all unwind. Leave the tight stuff far behind. Roll the shoulders, drop them low. Let the last of the hurry go. Bodies keep the day's whole score. Every errand, every door. But stretch and all of it comes loose. A minute's all you need to use. Reach up, let it all unwind. Leave the tight stuff far behind. Roll the shoulders, drop them low. Let the last of the hurry go. Reach up, let it all unwind. The afternoon's been more than kind.
I set my phone down on its face, out on the table's farthest place. Whatever's happening can wait. The news will still be news by 8. It buzzes once into the wood. A small complaint misunderstood. I leave it be, I stay right here. The room turns wide, the air turns clear. Phone face down, world on hold. A little silence, good as gold. Whatever's loud out there can't spin. This hour I'm not letting it in. The room fills up with smaller sounds. The fan, the trees, the wind, soft frowns. Funny what a person hears when the buzzing disappears. Phone face down, world on hold. A little silence, good as gold. Whatever's loud out there can't spin. This hour I'm not letting it in. I'll turn it over later on. For now I like where I have gone. Phone face down, world on hold. A little silence, good as gold. Whatever's loud out there can spin. This hour I'm not letting it in. Phone face down, world on hold. This hour's worth its weight in gold. Ooh.
The couches call you once again. You only meant to rest, but then the cushions made their soft okay, so you sank deeper into place. The book you held slides down your chest. Its spine is settled in for a rest. The ceiling swims a little bit. You're fine with every part of it. Halfway to a nap and sinking. Too far gone for any thinking. The afternoon goes soft and wide, and you just drift out with the tide. You go where sleepers go. Halfway to a nap and sinking. Too far gone for any thinking. The afternoon goes soft and wide, and you just drift out with the tide. You wake up when the shadows lean, not knowing where the hours been. Halfway to a nap and sinking. Too far gone for any thinking. The afternoon goes soft and wide, and you just drift out with the tide. Halfway to a nap and sinking. Let the day do all the thinking. The screen door isn't latched today. It moves whichever way winds say. It swings an inch, then taps the frame. A soft knock with nobody's name. Nobody's there, it's just the air stopping by from who knows where. The screen door taps hello each time the gusts come and go. Note, the same one that it always wrote. Tap, pause, tap, an easy beat, keeping time with the summer heat. The screen door taps hello each time the gusts come and go. No one's there, and that's just fine. Someone could latch it, and the song nobody's moved to all day long. Some sounds annoy, and some belong. This one's been welcome all along. The screen door taps hello each time the gusts come and go. No one's there, and that's just fine. The wind was only passing by. The screen door taps hello, and hello's all it needs to know.
You sweep your hair up in one hand, twist it around a rubber band. All day it hung heavy and high, a curtain you nearly forgot. Now the back of your neck is bare, open at last to moving air. Such a small thing, 10 seconds flat, but summer's better after that. Hair up, wind on your neck, the cheapest cool you can collect. The breeze walks by and finds new skin, and all of you says come on in. A few loose strands escape the tie, they wave around like they can fly. You leave them be, they've earned the run, small rebellions in the sun. Hair up, wind on your neck, the cheapest cool you can collect. The breeze walks by and finds new skin, and all of you says come on in. Funny how relief can hide in a rubber band and a twist and tie. You'd forgotten X could feel this much summer, this much real. Hair up, wind on your neck, the cheapest cool you can collect. The breeze walks by and finds new skin, and all of you says come on in. Hair up, wind on your neck, a tiny cool you won't forget. You dig one out of the freezer frost, grape from a box you thought you'd lost. The wrapper sticks, then lets it free. Frost smoke curls up quietly. You take it over to the window chair, purple already everywhere. It melts a little down the stick. You have to eat it double quick. Cold and sweet and then it's gone. 10 good minutes, maybe less. A grape stained smile, a sticky hand, summer's cheapest happiness. The stick has a riddle printed there. You groan but tell the empty air the answer's worse than you had guessed. Popsicle jokes are not the best. Cold and sweet and then it's gone. 10 good minutes, maybe less. A grape stained smile, a sticky hand, summer's cheapest happiness. You're too grown up for this, that's true. That's half of why it's good for you. Cold and sweet and then it's gone. 10 good minutes, maybe less. A grape stained smile, a sticky hand, summer's cheapest happiness. Cold and sweet and then it's gone. You think about another one.
The list is on the counter, done. I line through errands one by one. Bank and market, hardware store, the dry cleaner and one or more. I did them all by 2:30. Now there is nothing left to do. It's all crossed off, I'm free. The rest of the day belongs to me. No more parking, no more lines, just open hours and all good bridge. I pour a drink and raise a cheer to no one else but me right here. It's all crossed off, I'm free. The rest of the day belongs to me. No more parking, no more lines. Just open hours and all of them mine. Tomorrow there'll be more to do. There always is, that part's not new. But that's a problem for tomorrow. This afternoon I will not borrow. It's all crossed off, I'm free. The rest of the day belongs to me. No more parking, no more lines. Just open hours and all of them mine. So crossed off, free. Just a summer winter me.
You fill a cup at the kitchen tap and make your rounds, no rush, no map. The pot does first beside the chair. It's grown an inch without a care. You tip the cup, the soil goes dark. It drinks it in without remark. Little green things, easy to please. All they want's a drink and a breeze. A little water goes a long way for them and for your kind of day. They perk, the cup goes dry. Their leaves look greener to your eye. Greener to your eye. The cactus gets a stingy sip. It likes its summers hard and crisp. The basil begs, you give it more. You'll pinch some leaves for lunch at 4. A little water goes a long way for them and for your kind of day. You pour, they perk, the cup goes dry. Their leaves look greener to your eye. They never thank you out loud, but every leaf looks a little proud. You keep them and they keep you too. A trade that's good for both of you. A little water goes a long way for them and for your kind of day. You pour, they perk, the cup goes dry. Their leaves look greener to your eyes. A little water goes a long way. Same time tomorrow. Okay. Over maybe 3. A sprinkler starts a steady spree. Tick, 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 then a long sigh back. The summer's favorite soundtrack. The smell of water on dry grass slips through the screen. Coolest glass, it says next door is staying green. The kindest smell there's ever been. A sprinkler ticking somewhere near. The surest sound of summer here. It clicks around, swings back home. A little rain, the neighbor's home. Nobody's out there in its spray. It runs its route anyway. Water rises, catches sun. A rainbow for exactly no one. A sprinkler tick to be enjoyed. They just keep time in the background noise. A sprinkler ticking somewhere near the shortest sound of summer here. It clicks around and swings back home. A little rain, the neighbor's home. A sprinkler ticking somewhere near the steadiest sound of the year. I lie down flat on the hallway floor, right where the wind comes through the door. The boards are cold through my thin shirt. My back unknots, it doesn't hurt. The ceiling's blank, a page of white. From down here everything sits right. 10 years old, that's how this feels. Cool wood under my head and heels. Flat on the floor, wind overhead. Better than any couch or bed. The draft rolls over me slow and kind, smoothing out my crowded mind. A fly walks up the window screen. The fan clicks over in between. I count the beams from left to right, then lose my place, and that's alright. Flat on the floor, wind overhead. Better than any couch or bed. The draft rolls over me slow and kind, smoothing out my crowded mind. Nobody knows I'm down here now, and that's the best part anyhow. The floor holds everything I've got, asking nothing, holding alive. Flat on the floor, wind overhead. Better than any couch or bed. The draft rolls over me slow and kind, smoothing out my crowded mind. Wind overhead. I might stay here till the sky turns red. Wind overhead. My head. A magazine lies open wide, left on the table by the window side. A gust slips in and lifts a page. It hangs a moment in the air, then lays it flat on something new. A recipe, a mountain view. The pages turn themselves. The wind reads faster than anyone else, skipping stories, skimming through the way the summer likes to do. Forward, backward, either way, the wind's not reading it to stay. It only wants the paper sound, the soft flip flutter all around. The pages turn themselves. The wind reads faster than anyone else, skipping stories, skimming through the way the summer likes to do. it flutters page by page. A small white bird that likes its cage. The pages turn themselves. The wind reads faster than anyone else. Skipping stories, skimming through the way the summer likes to do. Pages turn themselves all afternoon and over. Pages turn themselves all afternoon and no one helps.
I peel the button down away. It did its duty for the day. I drop it in the laundry pile. It held its collar all this while. The drawer knows what I'm looking for. Third one down, the shirt I wore. 100 summers washed so thin. It's less a shirt and more skin. My softest shirt, my easiest hour. Old cotton with a gentle power. Faded gray from some old blue. It fits like only old things do. I pull it on, and just like that, the afternoon knows where I'm at. The prints have gone, some concert tour. A band that doesn't play anymore. But the cotton's soft as a summer cloud, and that's what shirts should be about. My softest shirt, my easiest hour. Old cotton with a gentle power. Faded gray from some old blue. It fits like only old things do. I pull it on, and just like that, the afternoon knows where I'm at. New things are fine, but they can't say we've seen 1,000 easy days. My softest shirt, my easiest hour. Old cotton with a gentle power. Faded gray from some old blue. It fits like only old things do. I pull it on, and just like that, the afternoon knows where I'm at. Softest shirt, my easiest hour. Comfort is a kind of power. You slide the record from its sleeve. The A-side's had its turn this week. You flip it over, drop the arm. The B-side hums its lesser charm. The songs nobody plays enough. The gentler stranger, softer stuff. Flip it over, let it play. The back half of a summer day. Songs that never made the charts. The ones that grew into your heart. The needle rides a shallow groove. You settle back, you barely move. The speaker crackles soft and low. A sound the new just sit and let the silence finish it. Flip it over, let it play, the back half of a summer day. Songs that never made the charts, the ones that grew into your heart. Flip it over, let it play. You've got nowhere to be today. Fern sits high up on the shelf, enjoying summer by itself. Each frond lifts when the wind comes through. A little bow, a how do you do? The pot stays put, the leaves all swing, the nearest thing to a living spring. It never once complains of heat, it just nods along, no drum, no beat. The fern nods along with the wind, every leaf gets to join in. A soft green dance on the shelf up there, agreeing with the moving air. Sunlight finds it after 2, striped by the blinds, it filters through. The soil is dark from morning's drink, greener than you'd ever think. The fern nods along with the wind, every leaf gets to join in. A soft green dance on the shelf up there, agreeing with the moving air. Plants don't hurry, plants don't fret, the fern hasn't panicked yet. It leans wherever the wind suggests, and somehow always knows what's best. The fern nods along with the wind, every leaf gets to join in. A soft green dance on the shelf up there, agreeing with the moving air. The fern nods along with the wind, agreeing till the day is dimmed.
Next door, they hung some silver chimes. They ring at random gentle times. They're never seen from here, just heard. Each note as easy as a bird. The wind decides when they will play. 3 notes, then nothing, then a spray of little rings that overlap, then settle back into their nap. Soft chimes from next door, little notes and nothing more. They ring whenever the wind agrees, a lazy song between the trees. The afternoon goes on its way. The chimes keep choosing what to play. No 2 hours sound the same, a neighbor's gift without a name. Soft chimes from next door, little notes and nothing more. They ring whenever whenever the wind agrees, a lazy song between the trees. Summer said da da da. Summer said da da da. Summer said da da da. Some music you don't turn on, it just arrives and then it's gone. Soft chimes from next door, little notes and nothing more. They ring whenever the wind agrees, a lazy song between the trees. Soft chimes from next door. A little song worth staying for.
A box fan hums down on the floor, sit on two and nothing more. A ribbon's taped to the front grill, it streams and flutters never still. It flies sideways proud and free, the cheapest kind of company. A ribbon dancing on the fan, doing everything it can. It makes the moving air appear, the smallest summer souvenir. The hum stays steady, low and round. The ribbon adds no extra sound. It bends whichever way it's blown. A dance it practices alone. A ribbon dancing on the fan, doing everything it can. It makes the moving air appear, the smallest summer souvenir. It's been there since some other June, still dancing every afternoon. The fan just hums and plays along, a partner humming one low. Saw a ribbon dancing on the fan, doing everything it can. It makes the moving air appear, the smallest summer souvenir. A ribbon dancing on the fan, the simplest show in all the land. You set the glass down on the sill, where the wind and the sun both spill. Brewed this morning, dark and strong, chilled in the fridge all air and long. Now beads of water dress the glass, each one racing the one that passed. One sip in your shoulders sink, there's afternoon inside this drink. Iced tea sweating on the sill, the wind drops in the ice so still. One long sip and one sip more, you couldn't ask the day for more. The lemon wheel bumps round the rim, going for one more casual swim. The glass leaves rings upon the wood, you'll wipe them later like you should. Iced tea sweating on the sill, the wind drops in the ice so still. One long sip and one sip more, you couldn't ask the day for more. Some drinks just make the hot less hot, this one improves the day a lot. It came with wind, it came with sun, the kind of cold that gets things done. Iced tea sweating on the the sill. The wind drops in the ice all still. One long sip and one sip more. You couldn't ask the day for more. Iced tea sweating on the sill. The afternoon is sweeter still.
I nudged the front door, closed it last. The morning errands finally passed. I tore one sneaker off, then two. They land wherever they wanted to. The floorboards feel cool under my feet. After the sidewalk summer heat, I wiggle my toes, I roll my heels. Funny how good a floor can feel. Shoes off at the door, I'm not going out anymore. The list is done, the bags are in. Now the good part can begin. Barefoot down the hall I go. This hour is mine, and I say so. The sneakers sit where they were thrown, one upside down, both left alone. I'll line them up some other time. Right now the crooked suits me fine. Shoes off at the door, I'm not going out anymore. The list is done, the bags are in. Now the good part can begin. Barefoot down the hall I go. This hour is mine, and I say so. Outside can keep its busy sound. In here I'm barefoot, settled down. Shoes off at the door, I'm not going out anymore. The list is done, the bags are in. Now the good part can begin. Barefoot down the hall I go. This hour is mine, and I say so. Shoes off at the door. That's what an afternoon is for.
The window's open just enough. The curtains stir at every gust. White cotton lifts up like a sail, then settles soft to gentle exhale. The afternoon leans through the frame, no two motions ever the same. The room breathes in, the room breathes out. That's what summer is about. The curtains fill and let go, catching wind and hanging low. A little dance, nobody planned. The whole room moving where they stand. The hand brushes the windowsill, then floats again, it can't stay still. Their shadows wander on the floor, then gather back to sway some more. The curtains fill and let go, catching wind and hanging low. A little dance, nobody planned. The whole room moving where they stand. No one taught them how to sway. They learned it from the wind today. Every gust a brand new show. The old is You're home, you drop your keys in the bowl. The house is stuffy, hot and closed. You slide each window up its track. The outside air comes pouring back. The hallway wakes, the stale heat goes. A river of wind through the whole house flows. Open every window wide, let the summer step inside. The errand's done, the day is yours. Wind rolling through the open doors. The curtains jump, the papers shift, loose corners lifting, gone adrift. A napkin skates onto the floor, you leave it and open one window more. Open every window wide, let the summer step inside. The errand's done, the day is yours. Wind rolling through the open doors. A door swings soft on its hinge. The house cools down room by room, trading its old air for new. You stand right in the moving stream and let it comb the whole day through. Open every window wide, let the summer step inside. The errand's done, the day is yours. Wind rolling through the open door. Every good hour waits inside.